Hello. Hello. Hello, boys. Good evening. Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another stream where we are trying to develop the game. Yeah, we're trying because you never know how it goes, but doing our best. Yeah, my character is still moving around. By the way, Anime's answered that this is the default setup, so my character will continue to move left and right, front and back, and being bouncy. And they said that yes, that's the way it should be. Pity is that, you know, 5 days ago, before the latest update, was working perfectly. I'm pretty upset about it, but that's it. That's it. So I don't know if I were gonna buy the subscription. I mean, it's not for the money. It's just that I don't like too much, you know. The fact that it was working 3 days ago and now they released the patch and it's not working anymore. I mean, it's kind of annoying. And they also say that yes, that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't like it, but it's the same. I think it's fine. We have a picture of today. A lot of weapons on display. Very nice. Very nice. So what I want to work today, what I want to work on today, is mostly I want to do a bit of a recap of what we need for the character creation, and in particular what we need in terms of voiceovers, what we need in terms of transition to the Dryken plane, and what we need in terms of transition to the end of the game, right? And maybe also character creation. There are some pieces of character creation which are actually not completely finished yet, and as I was saying yesterday, that is kind of the first thing that players see in the game, and so I mean, it's good if it is kind of polished somehow, or anyway, if not polished, at least is you know, fully functional. And so this is a bit of what I'm gonna reason today, and trying to focus on what are we missing. Yeah, focusing on what we're missing. Meanwhile, hello Tony, hello Marcellum. You can eat the little avatars. Yes. Maybe. No, I just don't like the fact that it's not staying in place, right? So before it was staying in place because the spine, so basically my neck, so this part of the neck was like in a fixed spot, and it was staying at the fixed spot, and it was so much better, you know, it was 1,000,000 times better. And I don't know why with this stupid update they decided to change it. And so basically I need to buy, you know, the full version just to be able to you know, have the character stop bouncing up left and right. So it's pretty annoying, I have to say. But if I have the time, I think I will investigate Live Link and Face Link, or what is called, for Unreal Engine. We should basically be able to do the same thing, and maybe we do it that way. And also we could use our own character, right? But I would say that will take some time, so maybe it will never happen. But that would be an idea. So I want to summarize a bit of. I was creating a new document, right? And I wanted to summarize a bit of the different pieces that we need for the voiceovers, right? Because again, if I'm gonna get them, good. If I'm not gonna get them, I think I will do them myself with the usual technique, right? If stuff doesn't get done, I'm gonna do it myself. But I was preferring to have another voice, but it's okay. In case, I will use mine. And yeah, I was trying to summarize all the pieces, at least The ones I sent a video, what's it, to support with my char body moving left, right, left, right. Oh my god. And forward and backward. And they said that's the default setting. That's the default setting for non-subscribers now. Okay. No, sorry, we're just integrating the because I'm okay. So sorry, I'm doing multiple things at the same time as usual. So one thing that I want to do is the following: to take all the phrases that I need. Okay, which are these two? Okay. Oops. Can I paste without formatting, or is too hard? Can I paste without formatting? Yes, I can. Okay. So the universe. So in terms of speech, we have one phrase in the universe view, right, or in the universe screen. Let's call it. Is the one where you select the planet, right, and then there is one in the zodiac screens, right, and then I think that then we need also something. We need also something in the because I would like to guide the player through the character creation, you know, as much as I can. So guide him, you know, by hand, you know, so like support him through the wall character creation the best I can, so that he doesn't feel lost of what he needs to do, or why he's doing something, right? So that's important to me. Now, I think with the voiceover, I understand that not everyone is English speaking well, anyway, and so maybe a voiceover can be not always the solution. But we will also have text, you know, captions at the bottom. So if someone is not, you know, picking up English quickly, he can still read English. And I guess that if at that point he doesn't even read English, then it's probably impossible that he can play plane shift, right? So because everything we have is in English inside the game, so I think we need them to know English, at least at the minimum, right? Anyway, I'm pretty happy about the latest streams because the number of viewers went up. I mean, not too much, but it went up a bit, which is nice. I mean, we still have very low numbers, but let's say it's been a bit more steady in terms of people watching. Consider I do only 2 or 3 hours per day, which is not much at the end, you know, for a typical streamer. I think it's nice to see that these people that are really interested in, you know, following the developments. So a new player will arrive here, and we'll have nothing else than create character, because we will not have any existing characters apart from logging out, quit, and play, right? But play will be disabled because he didn't select a character, so clicking on play will do nothing. And so he will click on create character, and here the story begins. Someone special was born far away from where his mission would be accomplished. So that is right? So this what this phrase is trying to convey, I think it will not, you know, I mean, people will not pick it up immediately, but is that you are born in another planet, except for two races which are actually born in the same planet, but in general, you are born, I mean, the majority of the races are born in a different planet. And anyway, I think that this phrase may still work also for the races that are born in Iliacum, because anyway, they will probably have to move through different planes. Right? Hello, Fano. Thank you for the amazing, really. I have a question. Do you program in PHP? Yes, I can. I program in PHP. Can Visual Studio be used to write PHP? I think it's a very good question. I never used Visual Studio for PHP. I mean, you can use it as an editor, yes, but usually I use Notepad++ for PHP. But probably not the best way. But I don't know. I never used an IDE for PHP, but I did a lot of PHP, a lot, because the majority of the plane shift websites are PHP, and many of our applications are PHP as well. So I'm not an expert of it. Like, I use it at a fairly basic level. Like, I'm not using PHP object oriented with classes and other stuff, even if it can. But I think yes, you can still use Visual Studio if you want as an editor. But I don't know if he has embedded functionalities for PHP. I don't think so. I think he has embedded functionalities for .NET, right, and the Microsoft extensions. So like the Visual Basic extension for the web and all of that. That I'm pretty sure that he has, but not the rest. Okay, so let's go into the next screen. So this screen I think is okay. The people will click on the different races. So the player clicks on one race, and here there is the there is the description. So there is the voiceover for the race background, or for the race description, and these ones are all included. These ones are all included in another document, which is this one. Can I link to but anyway, I think I can link the name. Is fine. So it contains the voiceovers for the race descriptions. Full text is here. I mean, it is in Google Doc, is here. I don't know if I can link to the other document from this document, but it's okay. I think it's not really needed, right? So the full text is in this Google Doc. Okay, so, and I think that this is enough for this part, really. After he clicks on one of those,
the Enkidukai are from the home world of...
We have the
Enkidukai are from the home world of Fonlarjit, a lush world of vast oceans and sprawling plains. They are a feline race,
incredibly enough, those planets at something. And then there is the zodiac. So actually, yes. So the zodiac is after. The zodiac is actually after this, right? So this other phrase is telling you something. I don't know if you really pick it up, but you know, this phrase is trying to convey the concept that there was something in common between all the planets, like if the races, at least in ancient times, were somehow connected, okay? Because he's saying that there was a shared ancient tongue, which was, you know, part of the culture and the history of all the races. And also the fact that the zodiacs that were in the sky were common to the different planets, even if the planets were in different places of the universe, right? So like if the basic, you know, the ancestry of the races was somehow starting from the same place, right? Which I think is nice. I mean, he's trying to reconnect, you know, the beginning then with the end, okay? But he's just telling you that the beginning, maybe a long time ago, the races were somehow coming from the same place or from the same source, or anyway they have some common, something in common, right? Again, probably a player that is just running through the screens will not fully understand what that means, but I don't feel that explaining it more would really help, because it will just make it kind of annoying, you know, like too long, and I think it's a bit mystical this way, but I think I like it to be mystical, you know. I like it to be not fully understood, but just giving you some hints about it, right? Okay, then after the zodiac screens, which by the way, also this one could be voiceovered, but I don't think it's very important to voice over the different constellations and such, so I don't think it's very relevant. But basically you choose one, right? So when you choose one, I don't know if I want to have a kind of a transition or not. By the way, here there is a kind of a cutoff of the camera. I just realized it now. The camera is not properly positioned, but anyway, you see there is a cutoff, and then it starts the other screen on the, on the right side. But yes, I think when you click on choose, would be very nice if the voiceover could say, I don't know if I want to say you were born under the sign of blah blah blah. When you click on choose, maybe we can pause a second and we can say you were born under the sign of, I don't know, Voriva, whatever is this thing, right? Even if he's already here, right? Even if he's already here, you were born under the constellation of. You were born under the constellation of. Yeah, I think we can say something like that. When you click on it and you click on choose. Yeah, I think it could be. So when click on choose in the zodiac screen, I think we can say you were born. The problem is that we are using the you now, and before we were using someone special was born. We were using like the third person, and now we are using the second. I mean the you. I don't know if that's really easy to understand, but I mean, it's true that someone special can be you, and actually it is you, but I think it's okay. I think we can go in a U. Do you think it's better to go in a U or keep it like third person? But I think we can switch to U now. I mean, now that you selected at least the race, you know, and you are actually born, I think it can become a U. So is this thing spell checking or not? Yeah, it is spell checking. Okay. You were born under the constellation of, and then we put the name, right, of the constellation. So we need to voice over all the names. They are pretty weird names, but there are like 12 or so. No, how many? 3, 6, 9, 10. There are 10 constellations. So we need to, okay, then when we choose the constellation, so here is the screen where you actually create your, describe the event that happened in your life, right? From, yeah, exactly what is written here. Choose the event that happened in your life from childhood to adulthood. You have a maximum of 150 destiny point to use. Now, I think that this text probably is better if we put it at the top. Is there a reason why I didn't put it at the top? No, I think there is no reason. I think it's better if we put it at the top. Yes, maybe this one can go at the top. Choose the event that happened in your life. No? I don't know. Seems easier to read. And maybe the text can say something. The voice can say something there. Easier because when you choose it, okay, no, there is a reason why. Because when you choose it, even if I think that when you choose one, it goes away. I know, I think when you choose 2, it goes away. Okay. Yeah, so there is a reason why it's there. There is a reason why it's there. Okay. So do we need to say something else on this screen or not? So this is the live event screen. I'm thinking if I want to say something more. We can say, because basically this is the text, right? Choose the event that choose the event. Is this proper English? Choose the events happened in your life. Do you need something here in between to be proper English? Choose the events which happened, or choose the events happened in your life from childhood to adulthood. You have a maximum 150 destiny point to use. I mean, this is more of a, you know, information panel, but I think it would be nice if the voice can say something to you. If he can continue, you know, in his story. But I don't know if we can, because choose carefully. No, choose carefully. I don't know. Can the voice say something? Like, but because usually the voice can say something when you made the choice. I don't think it can say something before you make the choice, right? It cannot really tell you choose your unless it says something very, 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 very generic, like your child, something like your childhood and your adulthood, where I don't know, something like we're special as well, or something like that. Something like just to say that this is the place where you are describing your childhood and your adulthood, okay? Up to I don't know, 18 or 19 years old. I don't know what we can say, but we can say something like your childhood and your adulthood, where, and we have to say something so generic that will not contradict whatever choices the player will make, but at the same time that is making the player understand that is describing his childhood and his adulthood, and he can read it here on the screen as well. So I don't think is your childhood and adulthood. We can also say we're full of events, right? We can just say that your childhood and your adulthood were full of events. Yeah, I think something like that is enough. So just that the voice continues to say what is happening, right? That's my objective. Your childhood and your adulthood were full of events, and then you see the screen, and you see choose the events, and then you go under birth, and you see, you know, the different choices. Now these are dummy choices, okay? These are dummy choices. I think I want to display the bonus as well. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it will just say something like that, and it's probably more than fine. Your childhood and your adulthood were full of events. Okay, so let's say that he selected everything here, right? When he selects everything here, he's jumping into the warp. No, he's jumping into the homeworld. No, sorry, jumping into the homeworld stories, right? So I think we need so because the next screen is the homeworld stories, right? And the homeworld stories, and the homeworld story, we need to introduce it as well, because we need the voice to introduce what the hell is the next thing, right? So your childhood and your adulthood were full of events. You choose all the events. Well, and then I think we can probably connect with the first of the homeworld, right? Because I think it's probably okay. Why I never find... I see. So I think I want this text, you know, to continue. I mean, to be the same voice. To be the same voice. And to continue the introduction. But maybe we need a bit of a transition, because my feeling is that there is not enough transition between one screen and the other. Like he's super quick, you know, it just in your face, boom, and it's the next screen, and you don't know exactly what is going on. I think some fading. If we could fade the screen away, put the universe view again and then fade in the next screen. I think it could be, could probably be good. So yeah, I think the fade in and fade out would be quite nice. I don't know if we can do it on the camera directly. Can we fade in and out the camera directly, or fading in and out a scene? Yeah, but it's in the sequence. I don't want to fade in inside the sequencer. I want to fade in my whole world. Start camera fade. Actually, we did it already because we did it in the universe view, no? How did we do it? I think I did it just with a widget. I think in the universe view we did it simply with a widget, which was yeah, I think so. Image transition. Fade out current music, fade out. Transition, play animation, delay, image I don't understand what is this image transition, but anyway. Yeah, I think the image transition is the full screen and is actually the one that is getting animated, yes. Transition, play animation. Transition, render opacity. Yeah, I think this one is the opacity. Yeah, we did it with a widget. We did it with a widget transition on the okay. So we can do the same in theory. We can have another animation which is fading away. Like if it's fading in, we can fade away. We can maybe delay a number of seconds, fade away, and then present the zodiac view. I mean, it's not super important to do it now. I mean, it's kind of a polishing thing, but I think could be anyway a better way, because at the moment is a bit too strong, you know. But okay, let's say it's not the most important thing actually. But no, the important thing is that the discussion continues, right? The discussion continues between the choice of the events of your childhood and the onward story. So I think that all of the onward story should start pretty much in the same way, right? So for example, I think it cannot be come and listen to the story of the aliens. I think it cannot be, right? I think it needs to connect should continue the narrative from the character creation. For the character creation, the player just finished selecting the events of his childhood, right, and adulthood. Okay. Hello, Piat Machine. Hi. How are you? So the player just finished selecting the event of his childhood and adulthood, and now is learning the story. No, he's learning, and then is listening to the history. Well, he's not listening to the history. I mean, it's like if the history is getting, I mean, it's happening, right? It's happening now, right? So that's the feeling I want them to get. So they are born, they describe the events of their early life, and then they live on in their planet on top of the, I mean in their on their planet, I don't know, they live there on the planet, and the story of the planet happens, right? So should not be something that is seen as something happening in the past. It should be something that is happening now, you know, together with the character creation, right? And now is and now the race how to say that? So basically the and he learns, no, he leaves the story, and he leaves this, and he lives on the planet together with his people as the story evolves, right? So yeah, that's the point. So he's leaving that story. So the story is not, oh, 20 years ago, 100 years ago this happened, right? I don't want to see it like that. I want to see that it's happening now, right? It's happening now. So it's like if you are fast forwarding your life, you know, into the story. And so come listen to the story is not good. Do I have a chance to remove these comments? So it's not come listen to the story of the alien journey. So he needs to say something like, in Ginori, your own planet, right? Something like that. In Ginori, your home planet, right? In Ginori, your home planet. You are, I don't know if it should really be a present, you know, like you are led, or we can say you were led, but you were led again it seems that it happened in the past, right? I think it should feel like it is happening now. Can we still say you were led if it's happening now? I mean, where meaning 1 second ago, and not where like 10 years ago. Because in Ginori, your own planet, you were led by, I don't know if it's this is your you is really good, but hello Gian. Are you from UK, Gian? I think so. Are you good at English? Hi. I want to describe a scene like if it's happening now, right? But the point is that it's fast forwarding, you know, maybe 20 years of history, right? But the description should be like if you are living it right now. And so I don't know if you were led is good or you are led is probably better. I think we can remove the you are. We can say in Ginori, your own planet, led by prophetic scriptures contained in the holy desert, amongst the other writing and remnants of their god. Well, it's a bit of a long phrase, but the aliens witness. Can we just go present, present, present? You're not an expert in English. Your people were led, but does were led means now, or means like were led just 1 second ago, or were led is sounding like 10 years ago, like a very backstory? In your home planet, Ginori. In there. Why wants to change there with your? In your home planet, Ginori. Led by prophetic scriptures contained in the holy desert. I think we can make it a bit longer though. I mean, I think it's too short. I mean, it's like 3 lines and we are describing a lot of stuff. I think we can make it longer. I mean, we can say in your own planet of Ginori, right? We can say a holy desert was the destination of a holy desert was the destination of many. I think is not very nice. I need someone that can write well in English here, but I can ask again to the same guy. There was this guy Tiago. But in your own planet of Ginori, a holy desert was the destination of was a holy desert was the destination of journeys where a holy desert in your own planet of Ginore. Or we say the aliens were visiting a holy desert full of scriptures and other writing remnants of the god, right? Which can be a way. In your own planet of Ginore, the aliens visited, or what is a better way to say visited, like pellegrinaggio and pilgrimage? I think it's pilgrimage in English. Yeah, it's like pilgrimage. I don't know if it sounds...
Pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage, this thing. I don't know if it sounds too much, but I don't know if visited is really the right word that I'm searching here. But it's more the fact that they are going to pay visit, you know, are going to visit the holy desert from time to time, you know, regularly, to find if the gods left a message for them, okay? So the aliens regularly visited a holy desert filled with prophetic scriptures and various other writing and remnants of their gods. So I want to say something. So first I want to describe the fact that this desert, why he doesn't like desert, he wants to change it to desert. Very nice. Why? Why wants to change it to desert? I mean, we can say holy desert, but it's basically it's very different concept. Why? Why? It's not in English for some reason, or why? I think it is in English. Why? Why desert is not correct? In which language is scanning this thing? I have no idea. I mean, that's it.
Desert.
Why not? Anyway, on Ginori, your own planet. On Ginori, your own planet is better, eh? On Ginori, your home planet. On Ginori, your own planet, the aliens regularly visited a desert. Let's say a holy desert. I don't like it. A desert considered holy. Considered holy as because no, it's better holy desert. A holy desert filled with prophetic scriptures and various other writings and remnants of their gods. In search, right? So the point is that they were searching for a message. But no. Actually, this phrase is completely fucked up. Because again, this phrase is like if you know already the future. But we don't know already the future when we are describing this. We are leaving We are leaving the thing. Assuming your PC is open all day. Why? What do you mean, Gian? Did you write something in the wrong chat or what? Sometimes it happens to write something in the wrong chat, or maybe I don't get. You are expert in English. I don't know. You're expert or not? Onginori, wrong planet. The aliens regularly visited the whole. Well, the aliens is you, eh? I mean, is your people. I mean, you are an alien. I mean, saying the aliens, it seems that it's someone else, but in reality, it's you. The aliens. I don't know if alien has a plural form. We need to decide it. Regularly visited holy desert filled with prophetic scriptures and various other writing and remnant of their gods. Sometimes they would find a message describing their future. So that's the point, right? So they were going there because they were pieces of the past, but some of the scriptures were also created new, right? Sometimes they will find a new message describing their future or giving advice. Okay, so the important point is that this desert is like a living desert. I mean, it's not that these scriptures are there since ever. These scriptures can be created on the fly sometimes. So that, right? The alien witness if their god left a message to their chosen con, which would be unveiled after the time. Yeah, this kind of thing. Sometimes they would find a new message describing their future or giving advice. Yes, exactly. And what I want to say is that one day, you know, the gods, basically one day the gods ask them to, or anyway, well, not ask them, but envision that. I think the previous phrase was probably better, but I think it's a bit obscure to me. I was trying to record this morning. Okay, nice. Nice one, learner. We need it. Otherwise, I will do it, so you will have my voice instead. Because I have to close this point. I mean, it's here since too long time. And I have to close the text. I have to close the transition to the Dryken plane. And I need to close the transition into the game world. Because is the beginning, you know, of the game, and it cannot be that broken. Maybe you can also have just the text, but I think it would be better if someone is speaking. So, on your own planet, aliens regularly visit the holy desert. No. Sometimes they would find. Sometimes they would find a new message describing their future or giving them advice. One day the gods revealed one day the gods left a message. I don't understand this to their chosen conduit. Maybe it's because I don't know English enough, but is conduit what is gonna happen? I don't know. It sounds that phrase sounds weird to me. Why? Tiger guide in the corner of the game window. That could also be an idea. So it will be the tiger speaking. The tiger speaking and blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Think about the English in phrases of 5 syllables and group it in 5 words. Holy shit. I'm Italian, so our typical phrase is lasting at least 100 words, you know? A conduit is a path. It's like an electrical conduit. I don't know, someone else wrote the original one, but... one day the gods left a message. I mean, I can write the meaning and then I can ask someone to improve it, okay? But I just want the text to be correct in terms of the way, I mean, the way, in terms of content. Then maybe the form can be changed, but the content I want it to be the way I want it to be. So one day the gods left a message. I don't understand this conduit to their chosen, okay? Which is them. Deep breath for 100 words. You know, the Italians are speaking a lot, you know. One day the god left a message to their chosen, right? Which would be unveiled after trials. I don't like it. Left a message to their chosen. Unveiling. Why chosen? It doesn't like. Changing to chosen God. What the? Chosen God? I mean, this guy is trying to. I mean, the correction is trying to change the meaning. I mean, he's trying to change the story. So here he wants the desert instead of a desert. And here he wants that the chosen is actually a god instead of being them, you know? So this correction of Google is trying to change history. So they are trying to take over history with the spelling and grammar tools. Good voiceover actor get $1 per word, so be successful. Okay. $1 per word. Wow. Then, if they speak German, they are fucked, because in Germany, you know, you have those words that are like one word, but it's actually 5 combined into one. So German voice actors are not really happy about a per word pay. One day the gods left a message to their chosen, unveiling. So what they are unveiling is that they need to go through 3 trials to actually find the answer to what will happen next, you know, or anyway, or to find their path. So unveiling their trials. Unveiling their trials to what? To the gods message the chosen, unveiling the trials. The gods message one day. Without one day. The god messaged the chosen, unveiling the 3 trials. Unveiling. I think what I want to say, I don't want to give it all here, because actually it's described, the 3 trial is described in the next picture. So, but I want to, one day the gods message the chosen, unveiling, and then I want to say Unveiling the journey that they have to do, that they have to make, you know, to actually move on and reach the next step, you know, but I don't know exactly how to call the next step. Like to find their destiny, like to find their path, like to find their destiny, like to, you know, to go in the right way, or to go in the way that the gods want, to please the gods. We can also say to please the gods. I mean, is not a problem. I mean, the people will do it anyway. There is a request from the gods, right? That the people need to comply with, so they cannot escape this. I mean, we can also avoid unveiling. They can really ask for. One day is redundant, huh? Okay. The gods measured the choosing, unveiling their trials to fulfill their destiny. I never understand how many L you have in fulfill. In fulfill their destiny. Unveiling the trials to fulfill their destiny. Do you say in English fulfill their destiny? Because in Italian is a typical phrase. I mean, if I translate it to Italian, we say that, but I don't know if in English fulfill their destiny is a prediction of inevitable catastrophe. Wow. And a path full of trials. I don't want to give a name to the trials. I mean, they should not be trials of fate or trials of... they should not have a name, a catchy name. I mean, anyway, I think it's okay. He likes the comma. The gods mastered the chosen, unveiling the trials to fulfill their destiny. Okay, so what you get out of this picture is these people going into a desert area, looking at the scriptures, and their God speaking to them and telling them something. Okay, so that is what it is. That is what it is. Then next you have the picture of the 3 trials. Okay, which are these three things. I know they look a bit like dishes, but I couldn't do it any different. So we will leave with that. 3 trials there were. Okay, 3 trials there were, I think is okay. What Google wants? Google wants just trials. Without there were. It doesn't like there were. Okay. The first beginning with the search for a relic. But I think I want to tell them there are 3 only in the next screen. I don't want to tell them that there are 3 in this screen. 3 trials there were. The first beginning with the search of a relic. After years of scouring these holy lands, they found a... Yeah, this is not what I want to say. Well, or yes. Or yes, 3 trials there were. The first beginning with the search of a relic. After years of scouring these holy lands, they found a great stone of magic with the power of divine fusion. And this one will appear, okay? So this one, this first picture will appear. With the power of the to divine the future, this miraculous rock could come to be known as Great Turcaso Ginori. Okay, and it is fine. The aliens wielded the relic power and saw their second trial, a huge and terrible storm which would have destroyed their housing if it not for the Great Turquoise. Okay, and the final trial will see their crops, which is then this one is a bit weak. The third one I think is a bit weak. There were three trials is more declarative. There were three trials. Okay, we can say there were 3 trials. The first beginning. The third one I really don't like as it is now. The final trial would see, because the fact that, so the point is that they find a cure or something, right? The final trial will see their crops becoming toxic due to spreading infection. But thanks to something they save it. Okay, I don't know what. Why did he become to be known as that? Because he saved. Because he managed to save these 3 things. So because he was, you know, helpful to avoid or to recover from these situations. The final trial will see their crops sustainably becoming toxic due to spread infection, but thanks to the knowledge found with the relic, the aliens would cure the infection. Would cure the infection. Okay. So, which was not easy, but I cannot. I mean, we cannot go into much detail, otherwise it becomes, you know, 3 pages. But the point is that something happened. The relic helped. They had to do something. It was anyway a trial, so maybe they had to do stuff for it. It was not easy, you know, and all of that. So. No, I want an action in fast forward, but I don't know how to render that. I don't know how to render that it must be present fast forward. On Gnori non planet, he regularly visit the holidays of Philip Profile skip. Sometimes they will find a new messages coming in the future. The God's message the chosen and very. You know, here is always the past. So how do we express that is happening now while I'm telling you? Should we just say the God? Should we move everything to present? The God's message, the chosen, and unveil the trials to fulfill their destiny. I need an English-speaking person here. Because I need this to be told like if it's happening now, in fast forward. I don't want like if it's happening in the past. The problem is that if I say the God's message, the chosen and unveiled, it sounds so much less epic, you know, instead of messaged and unveiled, at least in my mind. Unveiled is past tense. So can it be happening now or anyway? I want something that may have, I mean, it could have started a few minutes ago, but not 10 years ago and finished. I want something that is going on right now. Something that is still happening. That is still, well, that is happening. That I'm telling you that is happening. It's taking place now. You didn't follow the beginning of the stream. So the point is that during the character creation, okay, so you go through the different screens, and when you go through the different screens, your character is actually born. So you choose the planet, right? You choose the planet, and you choose all your events that happen in your life. So it's like if you are following the evolution of the character from birth to adulthood, okay? And so now that you are an adult, you are in your planet, and some stuff is happening, okay? But it's happening now. It's happening now as we describe it. So you are going regularly to the Holy Desert, and you are, you know, finding sometimes a new message, and you are finding finally a message from the gods, and then you are, you know, going through the 3 trials together with your people. So it must all be present. I mean, it's not you, but your people. You and your people. The gods are messaging you, so we need to go are messaging. To me, it sounds very blunt. I don't know how to say. But reading it in English and translating into my language in my mind, it sounds like... Let me think of it in Italian. Yeah, it would be like: le divinità ti mandano un messaggio. Ti mandano un messaggio. Are messaging you. Yeah, but I think it's exactly the feeling I want to convey. I mean, the only problem is to have this concept of fast forwarding, right? Like we need to say regularly visit. Yeah, we need to have everything as present, I think. So what is the difference between present and present tense? Do you have a present which is not tense? Oh my god. Present tense versus progressive tense. Holy shit. Present simple or present continuous tense? Boys, please. Simple present versus present progressive. Holy shit. What is this? I'm not messaging you. I'm messaging your people, but okay. I thought it would sometimes... Present and present tense are the same. Ah, thank God. Thank God. Okay, so... Is they would find okay, or would again seems in the past? And so we need to say... Sometimes they find a new message. Sometimes they find a new message describing their future or giving them advice. The gods are messaging the chosen. The gods This are messaging, I really don't like it anyway. But if you say that it sounds better, it's fine. Our message in the chosen and unveil the trial to fulfill the trials to fulfill their destiny. So we need to say there are 3 trials, but there are 3 trials sounds so weird to me. There are 3 trials. I mean, I would prefer something like you are presented with 3 trials. You are presented, how do you say it? You are presented with 3. You are presented with 3 trials. Can you say that? Or 3 trials are presented to you. Does the player not know his own planet? No, he does know. He choose it. He choose it in the previous screen. I can do it again. Wait. I can do it again. Easy. I can do it again. Easy. So you can follow. Do you want it conversational or dramatic? Dramatic. It should be as epic as possible. As epic as possible. Okay. So you click on create character, okay? You click on create character. When you click on create character, we are going to describe from the birth to the adulthood of this character. Like if he's going through it, okay? Like if he's going through it in a fast forward way, okay? And here the story begins. Someone special was born, far away from where his mission would be accomplished. Okay, so here you are not born yet. And so, in reality, you know, the story starts here. So you choose a freaking planet.
The Enkitakai are from the home world of Fonlarjit.
And we have the voiceover.
Vast oceans and sprawling plains.
Then you decide
they are a feline race,
who you are.
Short, fur-like hair and clawed paws.
Right?
Their coats.
Incredibly enough, those planets had something in common. Elders of each. Probably I also need to change this because this is all in the past as well. Ancient tongue, revealing their meaning. Right? Then you choose a constellation and you are born. Now you are born. Now that you are born, you choose the life events that happen in your life from the childhood to the adulthood. Okay, so you are choosing the events. Like, I don't know, when I was born, you know, I was born in a temple, right? And then relationship, I don't know, I had a wedding, and then I had a venomous bite. I don't know why this one is saying picked, is not, but anyway, and so on, right? So you choose all the events that happen in your life, and then you go next. And when you go next, okay, now he's doing this, but in reality, when you do next, you go into the description of what happened in your planet when you were adult. Okay? If he already knows that, then the text is redundant. It's okay. I mean, it's the first time he hears all of this, so even if we say it twice or anyway, maybe he doesn't even remember that. So I think it's okay. It's important it's important to make him understand that he's in his own planet. If I don't say in his own planet, he will not remember what Ginori is, because he just went through, you know, 12 races, no, 9 races, and heard a million new names that he has no idea what they are. So if I just say Ginori, Ginori for him can be a god, can be a new brand of shoes, or can be a drink. So, but your own planet, he will understand, right? No, the character creation is completely redone for Unreal. So we have a complete new character creation. Is not like the old one. Anyway, so should we use always the present then? Yes, that is the point, right? So on Ginori, your own planet, use because filled with prophetic description of various writing remnant of the gods. Sometimes they find a new. I don't know this. Sometimes again, it seems that you are telling something from the past, but sometimes they find a new message describing their future or giving them advice. They got. Yeah, but I want to. I mean, the gods are messaging the chosen. Is really so much disconnected from the previous one. So I think this is why I said one day, you know, because I mean there must be a point in time where this happens, because otherwise, is this happening continuously? Like I'm saying, sometimes they find a new message, they go their message in the chosen continuously, you know. I think we need one day here. Now, I should not tell things of the past. They should tell things of now. We should say it like if he's now, not if he's in the past. Why you say that it sounds like the past? If we say regularly visit and they find a new message, we don't say found, we say find, and we say are messaging. No, there are 5 and they are all now. But but I understand what you mean. Like if you are telling a bit of the past in one, the aliens regularly visit its past. I don't know how to say it. How do I say now? The aliens, I don't know, because it's the regularly, that means that he happened. But if I need to tell that something is happening continuously, I don't know. I need someone else to do this job. I think it's taking too much of my time. But I need someone with good English writing skills. So let me just go through it and say what I want to say. And then someone will review it, because I think I'm wasting my time. I'm not the right person to do this job. Okay, so when the gods are messaging the chosen, very trials of their destiny. 3 trials, these are good. This one is fine. Okay, so do you spread infection, but there's the knowledge. The final trial would see the crop sustaining all these becoming toxic by spreading infection. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then there is this one, which is about the black winds and the water, which is getting corrupted. So there is having overcome their trials, they return to the holy desert. Okay. So, with a new message from their god. However, the Aussies that depended on their survival were transformed. As blistering gale force winds covered the desert and covered the rock, blah blah blah. The possibilities growing the right. In the waters with the Aussies, we tainted black and became vicious with the hot ash and pumice. Benches guns escape from the... Okay, and all of that is fine. Okay. So now they go and search for answers, right? And they find one last inscription. For example, this one is not very good because in this picture there is not a magnificent portal with deads and flickering light. It's only in the next screen. So I think that this one must be actually. And this one, flatly searching for answers, they only found one last inscription. We gathered them away from the black waters into a hidden part of the desert. And then we can say... a glimmer of hope appeared a glimmer of hope appeared under a mountain arch. A glimmer of hope appeared under a mountain arch, something like that, because they sit in the distance. In this picture, they sit in the distance. Oasis and not oasis. I can give you access, and if you want, you can try to. Isn't oasis? No, there is no plural of oasis. Plural of oasis. Plural of oasis. Plural of oasis is oasis. Why you say no? Why you say no? Is with the E, the plural. Arch, yeah, probably arch. Arch? Arc? I don't know. What is the difference? Holy shit. Arc is a shape or structure resembling an arc. Arch, a curved symmetrical structure spanning an opening and typically supporting the weight of a bridge. Yes, I think it's probably with the H. It's better. But anyway, this text will have to be reviewed. Let me just try to go through it and give the meaning of what I want to say, and then this text will have to be reviewed. There is no way. Frantic Sage the Indians found one last inscription. We guided them away from the black waters into the inner part of the... a glimmer of hope appeared under a mountain arch. Okay. Then here they passed through the tunnel. There stood a magnificent portal with dazzling flickering light. There isn't at all for their survival. They got at a place for them after all. A place through the portal where they could settle in new land. After leaving the normal tunnel carried away. Yeah, all of this cannot exist. because this is what happens after, and it cannot be here. So, destroy the magnificent portal with dazzling flickering light. The aliens set off for the survival. The gods had a place for them after all, a place through the portal where they could settle a new land. Yeah, but also this new land, I mean, they don't know. When they go through this, they don't really know. Or, the gods, their gods spoke through the inscription. We can say that describing a place for a new place, a place for them. After all, a place to the describing a way of salvation for them after all, a place through the portal where they could all settle in a new land. Because if the god are speaking to them is okay, but they cannot see the land through the portal, because through the portal they don't see anything. Well, actually they see a part of the Dryken plain. That's the only thing that they see, but they don't really see the new land yet, right? So something like this. By the way, if you want to help me to correct it, I can give you access to this Word doc, and you can do the changes directly. There is a convention, God should be lowercase. Okay. We always had it uppercase. We get it uppercase everywhere. Can put it lowercase. But you didn't know the plural of Oz's. Which lowers my trust in your English. Okay, so something like this, right? Now we have the same. We have different text and different pictures for all the 9 races, right? So, and this is a bit of the complex part because we need to finalize this text. Now, I don't know. It seems to me that if we make it present, it sounds different. I don't know. It feels to me that maybe I should write it in Italian and see how it sounds, because it feels to me that we cannot give this concept of fast forwarding anyway, and so at that point we could just leave it in the past. But it's a bit of a pity. But at the end, if we cannot convey something that is happening quick, and you go through the eras, maybe because maybe, you know, this whole thing lasted like 10 years, right? I don't know, maybe it's okay to leave it in the past. I don't like it because I would like him to think that he's going through this. Right? I would like the player to think that he's going through this sequence of events. But maybe it's too fast, you know, and so it doesn't get it unless you tell him that it's something from the past. Okay, so after this, assuming that we do it for all the 9 races, actually the test is somehow there from the 9 races, but has never been corrected properly. So there is kind of a big work to do. But anyway, so having done this, there should be a transition. Okay, so Homeworld story. So we have the text, you know, so it contains the voiceovers and the pictures for the Homeworlds, right? And then the full text is in this Google Doc. Right? Okay. So we do that. Then after that we have the warp transition. So basically you are entering the portal, and as you have seen, here it timed out, I don't know why, but as you have seen, I don't know why it timed out, but anyway, it timed out. We have the, let me see just if he created the character or not. It's 6 a.m. Okay. It's 6 a.m. in the game, and there is the usual bug of 6 a.m. The typical 6 a.m. bug. Typical. Typical 6 a.m. bug. It's too long to explain why, but believe me, it's okay. So now we transition into the warp. So basically you are entering the portal. So now you understand why there is this warp, right? You are entering the portal because the last thing that you see is something like this, right? I mean, you will see it full screen, obviously. Okay, that was not a good idea. Right, you will see it full screen. So you are entering the portal, and then you see the transition screen with the warp, right? Now, during the warp, do we want to say something, or is this text enough? Because we can bring the scene back to the U now. I mean, we can say something like you. Yeah, in theory we could keep everything past, you know, and then have the U only when the game really starts. Maybe it's better. Because otherwise all these phrases are wrong as well. You were born, you know. Your childhood were full of. All these phrases are basically all in the past. Was born. I think we should leave. I don't know. I'm mixed, you know, because I would like to have it like you're going through it, but at the same time, I think if we convert everything to present, it would sound very weird. I think we can go present. You know what we can do? I think we can keep past and we can go present only here. So we can say here during the warp transition that you were one of them, okay? You were one of the people stepping through the portal, right? You were one of the people stepping through the portal, something like that. Just to bring back the action, you know, and the camera on the player and say, okay, now that I told you all of this, and now that you know all your history, and all what happened, because actually the player never saw himself, you know, and never played all of that story. So I think it kind of makes sense that he can stay on the past, and then we can say, okay, now you were one of the people stepping through the portal, through the magic. You were one of the people stepping through the magic portal. Or maybe here we can say you are one of the people stepping through the magic portal. Maybe here is the first time that we can say. You can say, I don't know when to switch, you know? I don't know when to do the switch between the past and the present. Depends on when you tell the character if after they selected everything, it will be in the past. I mean, it's like if they are writing their biography, you know? It's like if they are in front of a book and writing their biography, choosing pieces. So probably, yes, it's still seen in the past, right? Yeah, I mean, I would like to have at least here a strong transition to present, because after this warp, you will see your character and you will play, you know? Just after the warp is you. I mean, you are in 3D and you are moving through the world, right? So I would like after the warp to have a phrase or something that says that you are one of the people stepping through the magic. You are one of you, or maybe we can just say you just stepped, you know, you just can you say stepped? I don't know if it's the past of step. Something like you jump into the magic portal, something like you jump into the magic portal, and we can say like you feel, yeah, we should say something like this. So like you know, like telling him that he's jumping into the magic portal right now, right? You jump into the magic portal, you feel an energy, you know, you feel weightless and dizzy or something like that, right? You jump into the magic portal, you feel weightless and dizzy, and then maybe we can have a sound. I mean, I can have a sound below the portal that is making a lot of noise, and there can be a final boom, you know. It may be a beam of light. I know I can improve it. I mean, at the moment it's just the warp, but and then you find yourself into the Dryken plane, okay? And the Dryken plane is this weird meta place, which is not in the real world yet, but is a plane, right? And it is the one that we should try to develop better. Content maps. Main. So I have the plane already here. Dryken plane. I was about to press OK and it would have been a disaster. Now I don't remember if the Dryken plane is sitting somewhere in our... Yes, actually it is sitting somewhere in our work composition. Frame. Now... No, I didn't import the final one yet. So it is only a placeholder at the moment. The final one I think is still in the other level, in the other project. Right? Or not? I mean, for sure, we are missing everything from here. Yes, we are missing everything. We only have the location, but we don't have all the pieces yet. We don't have all the pieces, but we need to connect it because the... I mean, first I want to finish it, but then we need to... Yes, war content Dryken plane. Yeah. This is still the old version. So the Dryken plane is actually in another project. Dryken plane, by the way. He's still in another project. Which is this project. Looks like a marble course. Yes, it is a bit. The warp, did you see the warp? We have the warp. The warp is... the warp... the warp, we have it. Maybe it appeared just for a second, you didn't see it. But the warp is this one, so we already have it. So you are in... You see this for a few seconds, right? Which is basically the transition. There will be a bit of a sound in the background, right? Which is the transition to the actual world. And then you find yourself in the real Dryken plane. Right? Which now I don't remember where is it. Probably not here. Yeah. Compiling shaders. It's compiling a lot of shader. And you find yourself in the third person template. No. No. So, and basically here you are in the you know, between the planes, okay? So you are not in the material plane. I mean, if you're a Dungeons and Dragons player, you are not in the material plane, you are in the astral plane, okay? But in our case, it's just another plane. But so you find yourself, so when you start, okay, you will have your real character, okay? So your character will be the real character. And you will find yourself in this place, which is kind of weird looking. He has all those strange lights in the background and all these strange floating rocks which are going up and down a bit. And all these strange clouds and colors, right? And, okay, and then here, as soon as you arrive, there must be a voice, okay? Because we cannot leave the player lost at this point, okay? Because he will be super lost. He will be super lost, and so we need to... So there is the warp transition, right? And then there is the Dryken plane, right? The Dryken plane, I mean, as soon as you enter, I think we should say something. There is a nice free HDRI of Space Nebula, it would be cool with that. Yeah, maybe point me to that. Why create this weird world? I mean, what do you mean why create it? It's just the way it is. They come from a place where they can stay. A lot of people need to move in big numbers. Yeah, it's like an exode. Yeah, it's like people going away. Because Tony, the answer is how can you travel from your own planet to Iliacum, right? You cannot travel by feet. So you have to travel through dimensions, right? You cannot just travel by feet. There is no way. And you cannot fly through planets. So there must be something that explains you that you are moving between planets and you are leaving your home world and you are joining then the... But anyway, so as soon as you arrive here, I think we need a voice to explain. Otherwise, the player will be super confused, like Tony is at the moment, and I understand it because it's really easy to be confused about this place, right? And now the voice can be a Dryken itself, okay? A Dryken is in our setting, a Dryken is a higher god, okay? So let's say that, what is this? So let's say that if fuck, I never have this right, huh? If there is the universe, okay, and this is the planet where the players are playing, which is called Iliacum, okay, and it is the rest of the universe. So here are the gods like Talad and Langs, you know, these noob gods, okay. But then there are all the other planets, you know, in the universe, and the Dryken are managing, or anyway are overseeing, you know, the connection between, because there is one plane, okay, there is one plane, but then you have the other planes, right? Like the Dryken plane, which is like a parallel, you know, a parallel universe on top of this one, which is different in shape and form. So if you played D&D, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, is the astral plane, is 1-1 to the astral plane, okay? If you never play D&D, I'm sorry for you. But so basically there is another plane that is connecting the reality of the prime material plane, and the Dryken are higher gods that are overseeing that, you know. So if the power of Talad is this, the power of the Dryken is this, okay, and the power of Vodul, which is one of the higher Dryken, is probably like that. So Talad, Langs, and all the other gods that we know, I mean that the people know, are super noob gods, are just born gods, you know, are gods with little powers. are gods that don't even understand the multiverse, you know. Talad and Lanx don't understand the multiverse. They don't get the fact that there are different dimensions. They never been, Talad and Lanx never been in a different dimension in their life. Right? While players will, so in that respect, players have seen things that the normal gods, the lower gods never seen. Which is pretty interesting, by the way. But okay, so there is just to say that I think a Dryken should speak to the player and tell him something. Now, what he's gonna tell him, I don't know yet, but we need to invent it. So I think I had something written down. Let me just see. Because we had something written down, by the way. Yeah? In the spoilers, in the spoiler document. But the spoiler document, I need to open it in another screen because it's really full of spoilers. And so I cannot open it in the main screen. Now Talad is just a new god. Depends where you look from. I mean, if you are looking from the perspective of your world, you know, which is Iliacum, and you are living inside the stalactite, you know, in the first level, which is the dome, and you are the small dot inside the stalactite of this world. Yes, Talad is big and great, you know, and is maybe, you know, in terms of your imagination, is like, I don't know, 10 times this world, right? Or 5 times this world. So he's a very mighty god. But if you look at it from the universe point of view, Talad and Lanx are really nothing. Are just new gods fighting over a small world just created. And so they are very, very small. Nobody can go through a tunnel. I just think it's too much. I've been watching you and feel that you go overboard. I understand, but it's very important to explain to the people as part of the character creation what is happening and why they are where they are and what they are doing. I feel is important because it's connecting the pieces of the puzzle, you know. So I think it okay, let me just check 1 second the spoiler doc, because I think we had some text. We had some text already agreed. Yeah, so the idea was okay, let me copy this text. I think this text I can show you anyway because it's not a problem. This text is not a problem. So let me copy it. Let me copy it over here. So now so the idea was, you know, that you are surrounded by darkness. You feel a sensation of cold, but there is no breeze nor wind. You can hear some whispers coming from the darkness and a patch of light. As you awaken this strange feeling, you hear a powerful deep voice. So this text, maybe we can have a fade. Yeah, I think we need to have a fade effect. I think it would be nice if after the warp there is just a black screen right? With this text on top. I think would be very nice. Right? So we just have a black screen. Just a black screen with this text on top. And if we want, we can have it in voiceover as well. But I think it's fine. Right? So I will tell you, so you will read this, okay? You will see nothing, so the screen will be empty. Maybe there will be a bit of background music, and you will hear and you will see this text. You are surrounded by darkness. You feel a sensation of cold, but there is no breeze nor wind. You hear slight whispers. Maybe it would be nice if we could have a sound for that, coming from the darkness and from the patch of lights. As you awaken from these strange feelings, you hear a powerful deep voice. Okay. Now, I don't know if I want the player to see this before he's speaking with the voice or not. That I'm really mixed on it. I'm really mixed on that. Because I think if we show this to the player, we start to be distracted, you know? It will start to be distracted. It will start to be distracted. So the idea was to have a kind of a menu where you select things, you know, but basically everything that you select is mandatory. So it's not that you can choose what you, I mean, or we can have, you know, we can have maybe 1 or 2 options, you know. Yeah, I think we can have, yeah, I think we can. Should we still keep it black? I think we should still keep it black. Let's try. I don't know if it's good to keep it black, but I think it could be an idea. So there will still be a black screen, okay? And we will just create a small UI where you have choices, right? And if we want, we can show... Should we show this guy? Or not? Should we show this guy? Yeah, maybe we should show this guy, because the idea was that some of these answers were given by this kind of weird you know, entity. But I don't know if I want it. Well, I can also have the character start here, eh? Or I can have the entity. But I think in complete darkness would be so much better. I think in complete darkness will be so much better. At least the initial discussion, you know. I don't remember how this thing is made, by the way. Now it's a bit nicer when you are in play mode, but oops. I mean, I'm just putting out the document just that we remember what we are doing here, but okay, so there is the warp transition. You jump into the magic portal if you wait like this. Now, will be nice if we create an area, which may be a UI, right? Which may be a widget. It could be a widget. You know, if I want to do a trick, I could put a camera looking at this guy. And we just lock the player movement, so we disable player movement and we lock it in place so he cannot actually move, and we put next to him a UI, right? Fuck, why I cannot copy this? Shit. Because the idea could be to have a UI like in 2 steps. Very simple UI. I mean, super simple UI. One with potential, you know, questions, and one with answers, something like that. I mean, as simple as that. And they are very guided, okay? So it's not that you can really do anything special. And the text, you know, the answer text can be here at the bottom, right? Plus, will be nice if this guy has a voice. Are we looking at a remake of the Death Realm? No, the Death Realm is a separate plane, okay? The Death Realm is a separate plane. Is the plane of that. But this one is the Dryken plane, which is just a connection between the homeworlds and the place that you know, right? Okay, so I think we can have a UI, a very simple UI like this, where the camera is locked. Where the camera is locked, the player cannot move. We can only click on the options, right? And I think that the voice can say. The voice can say just awake, okay? Like awake. And then in the menu, you have who is speaking and where am I, right? So the first choice is this. So you only have 2 choices at the beginning, which are these 2. Right? Who is speaking and where am I? So you will see here who is speaking and where am I. And you can only choose one or the other. And if you click on who is speaking, it will say, this does not matter. Let me know you am here to help you. You just crossed the portal, but something dragged you here. What? But something dragged you here. Because this was the plot twist. I was not remembering this. This is interesting though. So I think the idea was that you were traveling to the destination, but you were stopped in between. Yeah. I think we should do it this way. It's so much better. So you just cross the portal, traveling to your destination. But you just cross the portal traveling to your destination, but something... I think something is not good. I think something is not the right word, but something is very hard to say something that something. I cannot imagine how it would sound. That would be funny to do. I think we can probably apply some filters, and I think you should have a lot of echo, a lot of echo and resonance. Like if he's speaking inside a hall of mirror kind of thing. Fate pulled you here. Well, actually, drug is, sorry, this one is wrong. No, my problem is something, because I know exactly what is something, but I cannot tell you because it's part of the main plot of the game. But how do we call it? But the Dryken obviously know who did it and why he did it, and so he wants to give you some information, but not a lot of information, right? So consider that all of this is connected to the main plot of the game. So yeah, so this guy maybe will appear later on as well, or well, not this guy, but let's say that this is just a form of a Dryken. I mean, it's not, but it's just a physical form, a physical visual appearance. But we should say, what do you suggest? Pulled you here, but you just crossed the portal, traveling to your destination, through the... I don't know if I want to say through the multiverse, because actually it's not technically true, but anyway, you just crossed the pole. No, I think it's okay, traveling to your destination, but I think we can just say he, or I think we can just say he dragged you here. I think he can call it, even if he will probably call it he dragged you here, but I don't know if he really... But he dragged you here. He intervened. I don't know. Basically, you know, you were stopped in your travel. But he... It's not exactly he. I mean, it's like... let's say an opposing force. Let's say an opposing force, which is fine. An opposing force... an opposing force did what? So basically they stopped the connection with your world and they stopped your travel, okay? But an opposing force... But an ancient enemy... An ancient enemy is also nice. I don't know, I'm very mixed about this. I don't know how to call it. But an ancient enemy. Ancient enemy is not good. Opposing force is a bit better, but... An opposing force... an opposing force... stop your travel. The point is that we just said that you were traveling, so stopped you here, or I don't know how to say. He basically break the travel. He basically stopped the energy. I mean, he basically Destroy the tunnel. Ancient enemy. Okay, let's do ancient enemy. An ancient enemy intervened. Can you say intervened? And is there a better verb than stop? That is a bit more dramatic. An ancient enemy intervened and I want to say something destroyed your travel, but it's too much, you know? And interrupted your travel and diverted you here. Can you say divert someone here? And diverted you. But the problem is that the ancient enemy didn't decide, you know, where it just stopped you. So imagine that you are, I mean, I'm doing it in a bit of a stupid way, but imagine that you are traveling from one planet to another, going through space, which is actually not space, but going through another dimension, okay? That guy just placed like a wall, and so your travel stopped. Yeah, like halted, yes, like, you know? So like, boom, you were traveling and boom, it's like you hit a wall. And halted, interfere with your travel. But an ancient enemy intervened and halted what? Halted your travel, and disrupted. Can we say disrupted? Disrupted is better. And disrupted, intervened, and disrupted your journey. Or your travel. You just crossed the portal. Wait. I think I want to use travel, but I cannot use it twice in the same phrase. You just crossed the portal to reach... You just crossed the portal to reach your destination, but an ancient enemy intervened and disrupted your travel. You are now stuck here. In between... worlds and planes. I want him to feel that something very bad happened, okay? That something very bad happened and you have been... And this travel between your home world and the normal world has been halted and disrupted, and you are now freaking stuck, you know, in the middle of nowhere. Like in space. I don't know where, in another plane, between worlds and planes. And I can say, and between worlds and plane shift, okay? No, I would not say, but that's the reason why we are called plane shift. Okay, now it is a bit too much, maybe it's coming for you. But I think we can say that. It's coming for you, you need to stay focused if you want to survive. Okay. Now the player... there is a problem though, that... I think the player can ask few things. He can ask who is speaking. He can ask where am I. I don't know if I want to have only one choice at the beginning. Maybe there is only one choice, which is this one. But I think it's always nice to give the option to the player of choosing one or more, right? But I would like then these two, no matter what he chooses, to actually segue into a second choice, which is anyway kind of mandatory. I don't want to make it too complex, you know? Maybe the first one maybe is mandatory, okay? First choice maybe is mandatory. And then he has... And then he has... two options. I see you are shifting planes in this ancient aim intervene is rapid your journey. No, I don't think the player understands shifting planes, but let's think 1 second to this three of things. Who is speaking? Who is speaking? Where am I? What can the player ask? Why I'm stuck in here? Because why I'm stuck in here is already answered by the first one, right? But I think the player can ask two things. Can ask who is speaking and where am I? I think it makes a lot of sense, right? So if we answer who is speaking, this does not matter. Let it be no, I'm here to help. I think maybe it can just be this if the player is asking this. And then if he asks, where am I? If he asks, where am I? Then maybe where am I? We can say the other thing that we just copied from above, right? Where am I? Where am I? Or maybe we can say... Wait. I have another idea. Why I'm stuck in here? Maybe the where am I can say you are in the Dryken plane. There is the plane you cross. Well, I don't like this text. This is very bad. This is very bad. This is very bad. I don't like this text. You are between walls and planes. Time and space have different meaning. Different meaning here. Time and space have different... so... Where am I? You are in between walls and planes. Time and space have... So this answer should be kind of confusing, but it's okay. I mean, I want it to be confusing. You are in between walls and planes. Time and space have different meaning here. And then we can say... You can say... it was here already. Here the space and time you're used to experience in your life act in a very different way. Yes, it was already here. So you see that my mind works exactly the same way. Here the space and time you're used to experience in your life. This I don't like too much. Here the space and time you're used to act in a very different way, a way you can understand right now. Okay, so let's say that the player asks these two things, right? Then after he asks these two things and he clicks them both, I think we should automatically transition. So let's say when both are clicked and answered, we auto transition to the next set of questions, right? So very simply, so we force the player to click on both. Wait, where am I first? Them what? Where am I first? Them who is speaking and then get out? I cannot understand that phrase, my friend. You have to rephrase it. If you just told me it's coming for me, I don't want to ask questions, I want to get out. Yeah, exactly. This is why I'm moving it next. So when both are clicked, okay, when both are clicked, first level, let's say, first level. There is the first level of answers. Then we have the second level of answers. It's not first choice, it's second level. Then we have the second level of answers. Okay. So he may ask why I'm stuck in here, right? So he may ask, what the hell? Why I'm here? I mean, okay, I don't know where I am, I don't know who you are, but why I'm here? And so we give these answers. You cross the portal to reach your destination, but an ancient enemy intervened and disrupted your travel. You are now stuck here in between worlds and between worlds and planes. Okay, you can repeat it. No, we're not stuck here. You are now stuck here, but if you stay focused, you can survive and find the exit. Okay. Is this answering the question though? It's not really answering the question. You are now stuck here. You are now stuck here. Where do to him? No, well, you're not stuck here. But if you stay focused, I don't know. I don't know what are the other answers that we want. So the first thing you may ask is, who is this ancient evil? Who is this ancient enemy? Okay, so I think this is a very legit question. Which probably is here. Who is coming for me? Which was here actually. The answer is here. Why I'm stuck in here? You just cross the portal, reaches it. So here, the second level also, I think we will execute them all. Okay, so you have to ask all of them before going forward. Why am I stuck in here? You just cross the portal, reach your destination. You are not stuck in here, but you stay focused. You can survive and find the exit. The problem is that this ancient enemy, it tells you only here, so I can display it only after this one is selected. So this one is basically a sub-menu, you know, a sub-menu of this one. And then we can say... I mean, the other question would be how to find the exit. Yeah, most probably we would just want to get out. I understand. So the other question would be how I reach the exit. Okay? Something stop your traveling between the port. No, how can I reach the exit? I mean, this answer I don't like, because I don't think that the Dryken really cares. Well, no, in reality he cares for you to reach Iliacum, but at the same time, I don't know. How I reach the... So, what will happen if these things reach me? Is an ancient evil is something beyond my ability, your ability to comprehend? There is enough time for it to get going. This is something beyond your ability to comprehend. But it's coming for you. It's coming for you. And there is not enough time to explain. You have to get going. So here there can be a sub question, which is what will happen if they reach me, right? Which I think it can be a sub-menu of this. Okay, so this one, basically if you ask this question, this one will appear. if you ask this question, this one will appear. Okay, so it would be like a cascade. If you don't care and you just click on this one, I think will be okay. So what will happen if he reaches me? What happens if he reaches me? What will happen if he reaches me? Nothing good. To put it simple, you will cease to exist. It seems to be good enough. Not if it sounds like Yoda and Bubbles. But anyway, Tony, don't be scared. This phase will last, I would say, 10 minutes of gameplay. I mean, it's not lasting much, okay? So it's like 10 minutes of your gameplay. So it's not a big area, okay? It's not a big area. You just have 2 or 3 things to do. And the main purpose of this area is just for you to basically learn this and be scared about it. That's the only purpose of this section. What will happen if he reaches me? Nothing good. I mean, don't be scared that he's too much out of the game or too long. I will make it, I will make it concise enough, and it's like if you are reading a book, and this is the prologue of the book. How do you say prologue in English? I mean, how do you spell it?
Prologue.
Prologue. Okay. If it's a prologue of the book, it's like the first 3 pages. Okay, so I will try to keep it as the first 3 pages. Okay, no more than that. I don't want to become 20 pages, but I need to have it. I need to have this part. I need to have it. There is no way. Who is this ancient enemy? It is an ancient evil, sometimes beyond our ability to comprehend, but it's coming for you and there's nothing in time for explanation. And the reason why I need to have it is because the main plot of the game, which is what we will develop, and we started to develop, will be based also on this, so it will connect to this one somehow, but in the normal world. What will happen if it is nothing good? You put it simple, you will cease to exist. Exactly. There should be a pause. There should be a pause here. Now keep going. Tutorial message. The message will teach you how to move in the world. No, fuck it. Absolutely not. Now keep going. I don't really like it. I think we don't need that, because he already told you this before, and he already told you that it's not enough time. So why he needs to tell you again? To put it simply, yeah, simply. To put it simply, you cease to exist. Holy shit. Things are getting serious here. We have a... Let me try to redeem Sirius. I don't remember which one I will redeem. None of them. It's not called Sirius, fuck. Okay, there is another redeem where he's saying things are getting serious. It would command go. Okay, we can also say go. We can also say go, no problem. Nothing good. To put it simply, we cease to exist. Go. Now, as a player, do you want to ask him for help? Like, help me or something? I think it's probably here. How do I reach the exit, right? Because the first thing I would think is, okay, help me to go out. How do I reach the exit? How do I reach the exit? I will help you to get to the other side, but there is not much time left before it finds again. I will help you to.
Serious.
It's now time to get serious. Ah, he arrived. It took like half an hour, but then he arrived. I will help you to get to the other side. But to the other side, to the exit. Okay, so here we have a problem that I didn't think yet exactly what you have to do, right? I didn't think yet what you have to do. So I don't have an answer yet. So I think that the idea was that you go through this small mini puzzle, right? You go through this small mini puzzle and this guy is giving you hints on how to go through. And the idea was that, you know, there is this thing that is blocked, but if you go here and you jump, you actually levitate up and you see him there. Now I don't know exactly what I want the players to do, but when you go here, the door opens.
This is getting serious.
It's getting serious. It's called Series 1. Okay. You see, when you walk here, you see that the door is going away. Because it was just a mini puzzle, you know. Now, I don't know if when we arrive here, we speak with him again or not. Should we speak with him again and he tells us something else? I don't know. We need to design a small puzzle. Now, the small puzzle is already a bit designed because you open that door, then you need to jump down here and reach it before it closes. Right? So, but I think it would be nice if there is, you know what I want to do? I want to do a kind of an energy thingy. So I want the portal, you see that portal down there, which is basically the portal you need to exit. I want it to be off, right? So the portal should be off. And you need that amount of, a certain amount of energy, you know, to be taken from, or from this guy, or we can just have some shards. What if we just have some shards that you pick up? Yeah, the three eyes is him. The three eyes is him. I mean, is the guy that speaks with you. But maybe what I was thinking is that maybe you can see it one time. But I'm thinking to have, because I want to make it simple, but still a bit of a puzzle, okay? But a simple one. I don't want people to go crazy on this. I want people just to solve a small puzzle and that's it. But again, it should be simple. So what I'm thinking, and you can help me, okay? You can help me in conceiving this. What I'm thinking is there may be on top of this, you know, close to where he is, and so you recognize him and so you want to reach him because you recognize his face and say, ah, I have to go where he is because he's a friend. Okay, and so you want to reach him. Maybe here there is a shard which we need to design. Okay, just a 3D model, a simple shard of energy. A simple shard of energy that you have to pick up, right? And as soon as you reach it, the shard disappears. So as soon as you reach it, the shard disappears, and we can have a small shard on your left or something like that, so that you see that you have one shard. Okay, and then I don't know, maybe you need 3 of them to actually open the final portal. Okay, and so we can say something like I'm by the way, I'm completely free form at the moment, so this thing can change anytime. Fuck, I cannot see the thing because it's black on black, and so I cannot see where my okay. So let's say that we place 3 shards. Okay, so you say all of this. Okay, you say all of this. We need to just say blah 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 blah. So after speaking with him in this menu, you will finally see the Dryken plane. Okay. So you will finally see the Dryken plane, and let's say that in the Dryken plane, you have to find 3 shards of energy. You have to find 3 shards of energy to open a portal and continue your travel. Okay. To open a portal and continue your travel. Okay. And I think that's it, you know, nothing more than that. So maybe you can say, how do I reach the exit? I will help you get the exit, but it's not much. No, fuck, I don't care about it. So I will help you to get to the exit. We need to open a portal to continue your travel. To restart your, not to continue, to restart your travel. We need to open a magic portal. We need to open a magic portal to restart your travel. The reason for these shards is so if you take them with you and use them up, then it will slow the beast following you. Do you want to have a timer on this? I think I really hate timed games. After speaking, it could be able to shut up here and gives you instructions. This is when the shut you and use them. I mean, we could have a timer, but I think timers in games are really annoying. I really hate timers in games. Maybe you should introduce the core gameplay mechanics, but introducing shards sounds great. What do you mean by introducing the core gameplay mechanics? I mean, at the moment, the player will only be able to move, and I don't think I need to explain to people that they need to move with WASD and jump with space. I don't think it's something I need to explain. But, I mean, if we really want, we can have a pop-up, you know? We can have a pop-up that tells you this. But I find it completely unnecessary. But... so I will have to get to the exit. We need to open a magic portal, and I don't like this restart. And a magic portal. We need to open a magic portal with the same destination you had. We need to open a magic portal with the same destination. Magic portal 2. We need to open a magic portal with the same destination you had. Pointing to the same destination you had. And restart your travel. We need... energy. No, you need, because I don't know, I mean, this guy is a super god, so if he wants, probably can do it himself, but you need to open a magic portal with the same destination. We need to open a magic portal to restore the path, and travel to your destination, something like that. You need to open a magic portal and restore the path. No, a magic portal to restore the path and travel to your destination. You need energy for this. 3 shards. 3 shards. Collect them and find the... You have to collect them and find the place where you have to open the portal again. You need energy for these 3 shards. Collect them and find... collect them and find the... I don't know, find what? I don't know, we will say it later. Where is he going? Where is he going? Where is he going? He already knows where is he going, because in the history we already told him that he's leading to a place where the gods want him to go. So but I think he can still ask. I mean, if you want, we can have a subsection of this. What I will find after the portal. It will lead you to a safe place. Well, to a safe place. It's not a safe place. It's not a safe place for sure. It will lead you... Hey, here basically there is the start of the main plot, boys. There is the start of the main plot. So... I don't know how much we want to say here, but... it will lead you... He will lead you... I mean, obviously we lead you to Iliacum, okay? But the question is, does this guy tells you something more about it? He will lead you to where we are gathering all the races. It will lead you to where we are gathering all the races. For a mission. I mean, I need to give some information here, otherwise the whole point of the level is meaningless, right? Is not. So it will lead you to a planet, to a place where we are gathering. This we is kind of strong, because say, what the fuck, you are doing this? Say, what you doing? So all this mass, you did all this mass to gather the people? I think the destination should be illuminated and maybe make parkour to get the other 2 shards and put them together into one piece, and when you pour to the world, the 3 shards separate and get dispersed into the world somewhere, and you have to find them and put them together to use against the battle final boss. Holy shit. That's a good one, but no, it will not work this way. But it was an interesting one. Because there is no final boss. There is no final boss. I mean, again, this is the prologue. The prologue is the prologue of the game. So this is just an intermission, okay? This is just a small intermission for you to learn, you to focus on the fact that you are traveling to planes and you are reaching another world, and that there is an entity that is actually interested in you reaching that place, and the fact that not only is sending you, but is sending so many other people into the same place for a reason, okay? So this is what you should get out of this. It will lead you to a place where we are gathering all the races, where we are gathering all the chosen ones. All the chosen ones is a bit too much. My GM is showing. Are you GMing for tabletop? I'm GMing for tabletop as well. It will lead you to a place where we are gathering all the chosen one is a bit too much, because actually, you know, the people that are going through the portals, all the chosen races, that is better. Where we are gathering all the chosen races for a mission that will do or undo the fabrics of the universe. Holy fuck, that's too much, huh? No, that's too much. That's too much. All the chosen races for a mission. I mean, I want to say that the mission is extremely important, as usual in every video game. I mean, you're always saving the universe in one way or another, right? So we are not different. So we are also saving the universe somehow. But I want just to say that for a mission, I mean, how this high god is speaking to this guy, and he's telling him something, you know, that is meaningful to him, right? I mean, he doesn't even want to scare him too much, you know, like this guy saying, fuck it, I'm going back, you know, I'm not going that direction, I'm going back, bring him back home, which is better than your freaking mission. You and your 3 eyes, bring him back home right now, right? So it will lead you to a place where we are gathering all the chosen races for a mission. For a mission, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. For a mission, I mean, do I want to say that is important, that is vital, that is nice, that is good mission, that is an important, that is for a mission. For a mission, I think my previous phrase was super good, but it was a bit too much. They will do or undo the fabrics of the universe is holy shit. I mean, why I need to do this? You know, like, hey man, it's Monday. Please give me give me a break. I just want to go back home. For a mission, that will I don't know. Gathering the chosen races is perfect. We lead to a place where we are gathering all the chosen races. For what? Save all the inhabitants of this plane. All the chosen races. We're gathering all the chosen races to help repeal and vanish the ancient enemy. No. To help we're getting all the races. What about this? What about to build a stronghold? Obviously, a stronghold in a figurative way, okay? I thought plane shift was more about the experience than the result. What do you mean by that? There is only one universe. No way. You know what is our tagline of plane shift? Our tagline is plane shift. A universe is not enough. We never used it recently, but that is our tagline. wait. So we are gathering all the chosen races to build a stronghold. To build a stronghold against this ancient evil. I mean, I can just say this and probably is enough. It will lead you to a place where we are gathering all the chosen races to build a stronghold against this ancient evil. The ancient evil. Many portals lead to this place. Many people are traveling and will travel. And we'll travel to it. Many people are traveling, we'll travel to it. I was sending this response to my 7.9 playing she's knows about getting another rank on your character. Ah. So one is questing, gathering, crafting, some improvement. Ah, yes. Yeah, it will lead you to a play. Sorry, this stream, by the way, is a spoiler of this level, but I guess that, you know, it's okay. I mean, I don't have another way. It will lead you to a place where we are gathering all the chosen races to build a stronghold against the ancient evil. I mean, stronghold should be in quotes, meaning, I mean, is not that you are going to build a castle, okay? So stronghold being, you know, the planet itself, right? How do we express it in a way that people don't get that is a physical thing? A stronghold, I mean, you know, I mean, stronghold not being a physical thing, being the collection of all the races and how they will develop and choosing races to unveil some mysteries. So because, okay, so the things that you will have to do without spoiling too much, okay, so the things that you will have to do in Iliacum are substantially two, one of which is to understand why you are there, okay, and one, why you have been sent there. And you have some hints in this discussion, right? But why you have been sent there and what you have to do in that planet. What you have to do in that planet to contribute to the big plan that the higher gods have, and not even Talent and Lungs know about it, because Talent and Lungs have basically zero ideas of this whole thing. Okay, so they don't know. They are just, you know, happy that they created this new nice planet and they are playing gods, you know, but they have no idea what is actually happening. They have no idea what is coming to them. They are two super noobs. So we lead to a place where we are gathering all the chosen races to unveil, to better understand, to study and understand some weaknesses of this ancient evil. Where we are gathering all the chosen races to study and understand, to discover some weaknesses of this ancient evil and build a stronghold, to build all the chosen races, to build a stronghold. To build a safe place. Strong enough to hold while we... All the chosen races to build a safe place strong enough to hold while we discover some weakness of this ancient evil. Okay, I think like this is better. I like it more. I think he expressed more what I had in my mind. So basically the concept is that that planet has been designed to hold. Okay, so that planet is probably the only planet in the universe at the moment that is like a safe haven, okay? And there is a reason why it is a safe haven that you don't know, but I kind of know in my mind. I mean, I don't have it clear 100%, but I have it like 80%. And that stronghold is still, I mean, that planet is still holding, okay? Is still holding for a certain amount of time, which is not an infinite time, but is anyway a certain time. Now, it doesn't mean that the game will end, but because this fight will never end actually, but at least, I don't know, maybe it will end one day, but in theory it will never really end, right? But the main plot will have some very important milestones, right? In the evolution, which you will discover as a player, and so you will discover new places and new information that is connecting you with this grand scheme of things and with this ancient evil that you somehow have at least to hold again, to stop, I mean to temporarily stop, right? Or to avoid that is destroying all the races. Right? So actually Iliacum at the moment is like this safe haven for a bit of time, right? But you don't know for how much time. You are not sure how much that time will last. Okay, what I will find after the port? I will lead you to a place where we gather, where we are gathering. It will lead you to a place where we are gathering all the chosen races to build a safe place. Safe place. Strong enough to hold. Strong enough to hold. While, I don't know, it's a bit of a long phrase. While we discover some weakness of this ancient evil. Many people are traveling. Many people, let's say thousands of people are traveling like you from many chosen planets. Thousands of people are traveling like you from many chosen planets. Good night, Marcelo. I have to go as well. It's 12:30. Holy shit. I need to go. I need to go as well. Okay, but I think we did some good things here because at least we structured better this Dryken plane thing. I think I decided the menu and the black text in the different levels. So the second level is this or this, in this way. So now we just need to decide. We just need to decide how to transition to the next. Do we want the player to have explored all of this? Yes, I think it's mandatory. All the text needs to be all the questions needs to be asked. Then we transition to the Dryken plane. Okay. So you basically have to read these all of this. I mean, it's not much, but you need to you need to click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Hello, Armless Pizzik. Thank you for the follow. My face is stuck. I don't know why. Okay, now it's not stuck anymore. Thank you for the follow and welcome. So, okay. So finally we go here. Now, how do I reach the exit, right? I will help you to get to the exit. Collect the 3 shards, collect them and find whatever, you know, and find the... and we will see what we find. So you see the Dryken plane. You have to find the 3 shards. I will create a model for the shard. It will be a very shiny thingy that when you touch it, it will work and it will... Now, when we reach this guy, do we want to be able to speak with him again? Or he will just tell you... Or he will just tell you, like, yes, this is the first shard, find the second. I think is enough. I think is enough. So you jump... So basically, you jump on the first... you jump on the first platform. I mean, you need to understand that you have to fly up, and that is the first, you know, bit of a small puzzle. You jump on the first platform, find the first shard, and the Dryken entity says, I mean, something very simple. I don't know. It just says you found. This is the first shard. This is the first shard. Gather 2 more, something like that. Okay? That is the first shard. Gather 2 more. I will trigger it when this thing is okay. So you open this door. So here there are 2 puzzles. Okay, the first puzzle is to understand you can fly up. The second puzzle is to understand, and I'm sorry for the spoilers, but that's what that's it. The second puzzle is to understand that this door is timed, and so you have a specific amount of time to go through it, right? Which is timed exactly to be annoying, but not too annoying. So I think you fail once, and the second time you don't fail anymore, as you can see. All these doors can be reopened from the back. So if for any reason, what will I find after I go through the portal? What will I find? What will I find? What will I find? Go through the portal now, or is there? What will I find after the port? No, I think it's okay. I don't know. All these doors can be opened from the back, you see. So if you just step through it, it opens, but if you try again, it doesn't work anymore, right? From this side, it doesn't open. Okay? So to open it, you need to be you need to trigger it from here, right? And I will place a small particle maybe or something. So here the whole point of this thing is to be a bit confusing, okay? And to look like you are traveling through space or something. Right? And to have those weird effects, you know, like that. I don't know. So basically here you are searching the 2 other shards, okay? And this door is closed, obviously. And you have to find your way, so you will go this way or that way. This way is actually closed, you have to go this way. If you look around, you may find, you may see, but it's not very easy to see, the guy there again, okay? So there will be another shard there. Oh fuck, there is another door here, I don't remember how to open it. Fuck. Okay. I think you open it. I think you open it probably from there. I don't remember. I don't remember. Did we place a trigger for that one or not? Fuck, we didn't. Ah, yes, because that one is the last door. I did it a long time ago, so I don't remember. So here there is the guy again, and it would be the other shard. So when you do this, if you look closely, that door is gone. The door in front of us is gone, right? I don't remember if you can go this way, but probably not. So here you will take the second shard, right? Oops. That is not a good screenshot. But anyway. Here you will take the second shard. Okay, I mean, I can avoid putting the screenshot anyway. It makes no sense. But it's just to say, take second shard, and the guy will say something like, the guy will say like, yes, yes. That's more energy. There's more energy. You need one more. You need one more. Okay. Yes, there's more energy. You need one more. And so now I don't know if there is a timing to this thing. I don't remember, but probably yes. So I think there is just enough time to go all over the thing and go back to where you were. And get that other shard, and then that other shard will open the last door, which is actually this one, and I think then that's it. Okay, so I don't want to make it more complex than this because it's already annoying. Otherwise Tony will go mad. You see that now the door doesn't exist anymore, so there was a door here. I think it will reappear though. If I remember right, it reappears after some time. But we can open it from the back. Yeah, you see it reappeared. So it gives you the time to go back, but if you mess up, it will be closed again. Now here, this thing is not well positioned because I should be able to... no. There was another trick here. It's well positioned because to reach it, you have to jump down. Exactly. And now you can go up again. And this door you can open from the back. Everything works. If it's too annoying, people will delete the game. Yes. I mean, it happened already. You will get a reward for following through this? Well, your reward is actually to be able to reach your destination, but maybe we should. Yes, maybe we should have an item at the end or something. We should have. I think I fucked up. Yes, I fucked up. Fuck. I fucked up because I had to go through that door. Fuck. No! And now that one is closed again. Oh my god. Okay. Wait. Okay, so... So we opened this one. Yeah. And you see that the door disappears, hopefully. Why can I go in? Okay, that door disappeared. Now I go there, but then I need to do it quickly and go through this one, okay? Otherwise... And yes, there will be a walkthrough on YouTube in like 2 seconds after I release this, but it's okay. I don't know, which kind of reward we should give? You can keep the shard. Maybe you can keep the shard. And the shard does something. I think it would be nice to be able to keep the shards. Or maybe keep an eye of the guy. No, I'm joking. Not an eye of the guy, but maybe you can keep the shards, or maybe the shard become... I don't know. It's not very easy to fly through this. But I tell you that it's possible. Okay, so now this one opened the other door. And now I should not, I don't have, I will not fuck up again. I didn't open it. Holy shit, why didn't open it? No! Fuck! Why didn't open it? No. No. Why didn't open it? Okay, I think there is a bug. I think this trigger is too small. Wait. This trigger... Ah no, there is no trigger. There is no trigger? GG! Okay, there is a trigger here. We need to make these triggers a bit bigger, okay? We need to make this trigger... Yeah, the trigger here is super small. Look at that. No, this trigger is super annoying. This trigger should be bigger. This trigger should be bigger, otherwise... Holy moly. Okay. I mean, the idea was that you were going closer to the guy, right? But I think if we make it too small, it may become too annoying. Okay, so this trigger will trigger this door, this one, okay? And this one basically, when you are past the third door, and so you have all the energy, you are good. So you basically finished. The only thing that you need to do, you need to find... Why my PC is flickering like this? What is going on? And why my character went crazy? Wait a second. Let me recalibrate my character. Smile. Okay. Then you just need to find, you know, your way, but it's kind of simple. That brings you to this place. Okay. Where you basically have to rebuild the portal. I don't understand what is going on. Sometimes my screen is flashing, but you basically have to arrive here and you have to rebuild the portal. Now the portal will not be this. The portal will be looks like you're proving it's too hard at the moment. Nah, it's not too hard. What about getting to pick up something like a level in crafting or level in magic? Yeah, we can also... But you know, the level in crafting or level in magic is... You are getting in anyway through the character creation. So... You... I mean, when you exit this portal... And you finally enter... the world... Anyway, your character has skills, right? I mean, if you want, I can have an extra, but I don't feel... I mean, if you want to have a secret area here somewhere, we can put it, but I don't feel... I mean, I don't feel we should make it too complex. I feel that you will arrive here. This portal will not be visible. There will be something else. Where you put the energy of the 3 shards. So you click on something or whatever. You click on something. You put the 3 shards. The portals appears, which will not look like this, but it will look like the other portal. Like the warp, like this. I don't know how to do it, but I will find a way to do it. Because this one is actually a cylinder. Believe it or not. What are these things at the end, by the way? Ah, they are the stars. But I don't think we are using that. But anyway. So you will see this, right? You will see this instead of this guy. And then you just go through, and that's it. And you go through. Now, when you go through, do we want to say something to the player? No, I think no. I think that we already told him everything before, and so I think is enough. I think is enough. So maybe when he takes the third one, we can say something. When he takes the third one, take the third shard, we can say... Take the third shard, we can say... What do we say? You have all the energy needed to open a portal. Go through the third door. Go through the third door and... no, go through the third door, I don't like it. You have all the energy needed to open a portal. Reach the top. Reach the top. No, reach the top now. What do we place here to make so that the player understands? Reach the... There must be something that is recognizable, you know, easy recognizable. It can be him again, eh? If we want, it can be him again. We can have another guy. The fifth guy. No, the fourth guy. We can duplicate this guy again. I cannot. Why? I see, sorry. We can have floating eye. Floating eye number 4. So since he said that he's gonna help us, maybe it can always be him, you know, following us to in all the places where we need to go. So basically the hint is to follow him. I mean, to find him anywhere in the level, right? So there will be him here. Instead of this portal, okay? And as soon as you reach him, there will be another trigger. And the trigger will make the portal appear. So I think he will be, I mean, the portal can be at, I think it's better if the portal is at the back. Why this portal has no, holy shit. Why the gizmo of the portal is so far away? Holy moly, bro. What is going on in this world? Yeah, the portal, fuck. Why the gizmo of the portal is so far away? I cannot put it where I want to put it. Okay, fuck it. Let's say that it's there. Let's say that it's there, and the guy is here. And by the way, Tony, for you is not a problem. You already have a character, so you will not have to go through this. This is only for newly created characters. So you can skip it. You just log into the game with your character and GG. You have to do it only if you are creating a new character. Okay, so you will find this guy here, right? You will find this guy here. And by the way, we need I think in this area a collision, but we will, I think I placed the collision already, no? Boundaries. Yes, there is the collision. Yeah, the ground, I think this thing is colliding already. There is a collision plane. So actually you can walk on it. Yeah, you see, you can walk on it. So I did it already the proper way. Perfect. So you will come here, you will see the guy, which by the way also looks nice this way. You will see the guy, and as soon as you arrive here, he will tell you. So probably he can tell you the third one. You can say you have all the energy needed You can say meet me at the top, okay? Meet me at the top. And so you will find them. You will find them here. And you will find me here. And then what? And then we will create, I think as soon as you step in, there will be another trigger. As soon as you step in, so I need to place another trigger. Trigger door, trigger open, trigger, one of those triggers we will find, and it will open the portal. And then you go through the portal, you will see the warp again, obviously. So you will see this again, right? So the portal opens. The portal open. You jump into the warp. You jump into the portal. You see the warp. And then you finally load into the game. GG! You load into the game! And now Tony will say, but why you don't load into the game immediately? It's so much easier. I know. I understand. But no, you load into the game here. It is setting war space. You want the object and gizmo. Yeah, the problem is that I think I need. Yeah, I think I need to change the. Yeah. GG! Okay, it's done. Well, it's not done, but at least we have a flow, okay? We have a flow, we have the shards, and we have the story. You get scared enough, you get a bit of information, and we have the menus that we have to build, and then you will enter the game, and you will say, what the fuck, wasn't this a fantasy game? You will say, when you are in this level, you will go like, you will go back to the download page, you know, when you are entering into this level, you will go back, you know, to fuck, I downloaded the wrong game. You will go like, what the fuck, I downloaded the wrong game. Wasn't Plane Shift the game I downloaded? It should look like this, you know? It should look like this. Why the game is looking like this? You know, and the people will get very confused, you know? They say, what the fuck is this game? They made a game inside a game. One game was not enough. Like a universe is not enough. I should type the universe is not enough somewhere. I think we had it in the old website. Okay guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Let me see if we can do a small raid. We are enough people, so maybe we can. Who is online? Enough people. Wark is online. Let's raid Wark. It's a long time I don't see him, by the way. It's a long time I don't see him. I hope my character one day will stop bumping on and off. Okay, if you want to join the raid. I'm very confused. I'm confused as well. I mean, the multiverse is very complex. So it's something that we cannot really understand. We are just human beings, you know? So it's normal that we don't understand the inner meaning of all of this. It's perfectly fine. Okay, boys. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not here because I'm tabletop Cyberpunk. And but Saturday I will be here. I hope I can have a longer stream and we can spend some time together on Saturday. So see you, boys. One learner, another 100 point soon. Yeah, don't join the other channel before, because if you join the other channel before, I think you don't get the points for the raid. One learner, I think that yesterday you didn't get the free points for the raid, I think for that reason. Because you were already on First Crimson channel. I think so. Anyway, we are gonna do right now. Bye bye.